Welcome to Living Chassidus. Together, let's live the Chassidus we learn.
Morning, everybody, and welcome to Chassidus in the morning. 15 minutes to Mitzvah Hashem change our lives. Elul edition, learning the Maimer Ani Ledodi, Tashon Chavav, the Rebbe, in the middle of Weiss Vav, coming slowly to a close. Okay, so we were saying a lot of good ideas. Just to recap quickly. So we're saying essentially, it was a nice talad, or hey. Oh, it was in hey, that we were saying that when a person has the desire to come to teshuvah, and this is sort of the idea of the Hashem is showing a smiling countenance. Hold on. Hashem shows a smiling countenance. Through Hashem showing a smiling countenance, what happens? It gets the person that even if the person doesn't have the ability to actually go all the way, but it arouses the person to teshuvah, to want to do the ratzin teshuvah, not even necessarily that he does teshuvah, just the ratzin, and then when the smiling countenance is shown to the person that's wanting to teshuvah, that causes them to have the ability that their ratzin is in a likus, and causes them to be able to get out of their rats that they're in, to be able to go and come to greet the king and come gain all them shachas of El. Because remember, again, we always talk about this axiom, that the axiom is that an Elul, it's Ani Ledodi, and Tishrei is V'dodi Li. Elul is about our efforts and our arousal, our inspiration, and Tishrei is all about coming from Hashem. So we can never be in Elul that coming from Lamaila. It's against sort of the program. And even though we keep on showing that there is seemingly things like that, ultimately we always prove how it's not. Then we come in Vav and we say, hey, 1 second, if you think about it, the whole Indian of the king in the field is already in a sinus, it's already coming from Lamaila. It's already coming from above. It's already a concept of the dirty lane. Just the fact the king's in the field, coming to where you are, it's inspiring, which is against all our axiom that Elul is about all coming from us. So we said a beautiful part that essentially it's not mechadish anything, because essentially we want to be connected to the king. We're essentially one with the king. We have that essential connection. The king is one of the people, like we said, and therefore, the connection with the king is in the essence of our being, and therefore, when the king comes to the field, he's not inspiring something new. He's just bringing out that inner desire that we already have, and just because of the distance of place, we're in the field and he's in the palace, or we're in the desert and he's in the palace, so we just don't connect that way. But when the king comes in the field, it's not like he's bringing something new idea to us. It's like, back to normal, back to the way it should be. And that's what we were saying. And therefore, and that just brings out this rotten that we already have at the beginning. It's not inspiring us something new. It's just bringing out this essential desire that we have. So what we're going to do is today, we're going to continue. We're going to skip the brackets, and then we'll go back to the brackets. So we'll go without the brackets first, and then we'll go in the brackets. So we'll keep track of what he's trying to say, and then the brackets, we'll see what he's at. So to the Nimshal, this is page 360 in this sefer, and in the middle of Ois Vav, wherever you're holding. Val derech zeh Nimshal, so to in the Nimshal, shehais eirus l'teshuvah, this arousal to teshuvah, which is coming about to the third natures of mercy. Now, the is revealing the inner desire that we already have. Now we'll skip the brackets. In this sefer, it goes to page 363 in the bottom of the page. Yeah, and so what we're saying is like this: that true in the Nimshal means that when they have the Yugimus Rachamim, they're just revealing the inner desire that we already have. It's not inspiring us. It's just revealing what we already have. And therefore, and this is Avodah Elu. This is Avodah Elu. which is he ani Ledodi. Even though this arousal and this inspiration is coming from above, it's from the Yidim Rachamim. Nevertheless, it's not an issue. Why? It's only the precipitator, like the cause. That through it reveals the inner desire of ourselves. Meaning, it's the Ani Ledodi. Because Ani Ledodi is about coming from ourselves. And we're saying, even though this inspiration comes from Mailam, but it's not mechadish, it's not bringing something new. It's just revealing that inner desire that we already have, and just bringing it out of the concealment to being revealed. Yeah, and that's what we're saying. And so therefore, it's not a contradiction to the concept that Elul is Ani Ledodi, because it's not inspiring us something new that's outside of us. It's just revealing that inner desire they already had. Now we'll go in the brackets. So in the brackets, we're saying on back to page 361. It's in the brackets. So we were saying before the bracket, we're saying that through this in the Nimshul, that Yudim Misarachimim, this time of mercy from Hashem, is revealing the inner desire that we have. Now in the brackets, it can move on. As it's understood, well, it says a continuation of the Maimer. The Alter brings down. After brings this concept of the king in the field. The Shem Kel, who Reish is called Yudim Misarachimim. He says that the name of Kel is the beginning of the 13 attributes of mercy. It's the first one. And it's the source, and it encompasses all of them. It's like the head that has everything within it. In Shem Kel, and what is Shem Kel? It's who Ein Sof Baruch Mamash. This is often Alter Rebbe, and Shem Kel is from the is the level of the Ein Sof, infinite light of God, literally. It's a very high level. Which also, like it says, Kel Havaye Yair Lanu, that the light of Havaya will shine to us. And he explains, the light is like the essence. It says this. The light, when you see light, it means you see essence. Meaning, let's say in the world of Atzilus, which is a world, is like Atzilus, is like a that in Atzilus, the only thing you see is godliness. You feel godliness. It is a world, but it's all about godliness. Whereas when you have low levels, like in Biyah and in our world, we don't see godliness so apparent. Atzilus is obvious. That's all it is. So when you say Kalavai Yair will shine to us, the Yair will shine. It means we recognize godliness very clearly. He says the who come etzem. Explained in many places. Look, the difference between light and shefa. Shefa is like a flow. It's like giving, like a teacher teaching his students. What's the difference between a teacher teaching his students versus light? That a shefa is a teacher and the student. So a good teacher thinks about the student and what the student can handle, what the student can understand, and that's how he teaches. But the light is similar to the luminary. The light that shines from the sun doesn't tailor itself to the abilities of the place. Maybe we wish we could. In the winter, it would be a little more hotter, and in the summer, it would be a little cooler. But it doesn't do that. It just shines. That's all it does. And this is the level that we're reaching, this higher level, the earth, it just shines. And every single yid, it shines this level. Even more than this, not just this level shines within us, but this is the ruler, this is the minister, this is who's in charge of us. This is the part of us that really connects. The Yisrael who is Yud Sarkel, and this is also from the Maimon, he says this. At the Yisrael, the name Yisrael, it has the letters the Yud, Sar, Shin or Sin Reish, and Kel, Aleph Lamed. What does it mean, Yud, Sar, Kel? At the Sar, he's going to explain. Well, he says in the Maimer over there, that the Sar is like a Simon is a minister. So the Kel is the minister, and the Yud shows that it's a constant thing. So we're saying that even the name of a Yid, that the Yud, the Kel is the Sar. That this level of Kel that we're talking about, which is the which is Mein Amar, that shines, doesn't even tailor itself. It's such a powerful light. Meaning the teacher teaching the student, it's good for the student, but it's limited to the amount the student can receive. Whereas when the teacher teaches, like he just teaches, and the same, as much as the students can't understand, the student's getting everything. So too, it's like when the Rebbe teaches, so the Chayzer and the people that would like remember everything, one thing they said, they wouldn't, you have to learn how to just listen. Meaning there's light coming and you just receive it. You don't analyze, internalize it. You don't limit it to yourself. And that's what we're saying. And this is this level, this is the level of Kel. This Kel is the ruler, is the minister, and it can be constant with us. And this is that this bittul to godliness, this self-nullification, or this letting God in of the course. That's within every single year. This is illogical because this level is so high. He be so by the yid who because what's being revealed, like we said before, is this Yidim Mizrachim is revealing, and the Kel, which is the Ein Sof, is a level that's totally above Sedish, above nature, above normality. And through this revelation of the sudden actions of mercy in Elul, which is Reishis and Makarin, Kalus and Hukel, which is the first and foremost, and when it comes to all of it, is this level of Kel. It's it's revealing that level of Kel within us. Because remember, what we're saying is that Yudim Mizrachim, this is said without the brackets, and you see how the brackets add so much. We're saying without the brackets, saying Yudim Mizrachim reveal the central desire that we have. So it's not inspiring us like something else, like we're not in the mood and we get inspired. It's just tapping into the essence of what we already have. And what we're saying is that what is that level? That's a level of Kel. That's the Yudim Mizrachim, not just the mercy, not just this mercy from Hashem, but it's a level of Ein Sof, which is high in Sedish Tashus. It's above nature. It's way above and beyond, above our intellect. And therefore, when that's being revealed and that's coming out, and we are prepared, we're able to receive that, we're reaching this level. Yeah, it's revealing that love within us. And that's where that essential desire comes from. And then we'll continue on after the brackets, just to keep on the flow. And this is the Avodah of Elul Anil Ledodi. He Anil Ledodi. And that's why the Avodah of Elul is coming from below. Even though we have this revelation from above, so why is it coming from below? Even though it's coming from this revelation from above. It's only the cause. But that through it reveals the inner desire of the person, meaning essentially we have the desire. It's all coming from us, it's all ours. It's helping reveal that, bring it out. And that's what we're saying. Tomorrow we'll continue nice Zion, and we'll go on to the next point. And ultimately, nice Zion, just a little preface, is that all Zion we say that through this avoid of As and Elul, we add into this level of Yud Mizrachim. And it's just a wild idea that we're saying, until now we're saying, and like we said before, until now we're saying Yud Mizrachim is what helps us. And then we're going to say, really, we help it, which is a wild idea. It's just to sum up what we've been talking about. First, we said that in the marshal, we said we had a question in the marshal, the Melech Basadeh, says the king, he receives us so pleasantly, so nicely, and he shows us a smiling countenance. And we said, hey, isn't that Gilim Milamaylo? And the whole point of Elul is Milamata. It's Elul's Ani Ledodi. How does that work? He's saying it's because it's talking to a person that is totally not even shaykh to the situation. Like we're totally given over, and we haven't, we're not in touch with ourselves at all. We're not doing the right things, and we know we should be doing better. We don't even care anymore. But the Elul comes, and the Elul taps into you, and it says, "Hey, it's Elul." Like I told you many times already, I have a friend that he told me that he's seen a lot of people become Baal Tshuva in Elul. He said, "It's not this stuff is not just made up. This is real." And this is what happened. This is what we're saying is happening. And when that happened, and we realize this, and that just it like triggers something within us because we have it essentially. And what happens? And what happens? Hashem shows to us that smiling countenance after what we've done. So that inspires us to want to connect, and we change ourselves to really care about it. Meaning we're not just doing it because we're forced or because there's some gilling. It's ours, and it gets revealed, and that helps us overcome that challenge that has stopped us from getting where we're meant to be going. Because that's the problem. We're coming to Elul, we're sitting there, and we're stuck. And it's, oh yeah, whatever. Oh, I'm tired of this, and I just want to do the same thing. I want to go to bed whenever I want to, wake up when I want to do whatever I want. I don't want to care. And this is like we talked about the prikas el, the checking off the yoke. Whereas the whole avodah of Elul is kabbalah el, is saying, hey, I love God and I want to have that relationship and I want to foster it. So I got to do what I got to do. And I got to, it doesn't matter if I'm tired, I got to get up, And then we said, and so we said that arouses the person, not in itself, we didn't say, again, because it's such a beautiful vibe, we didn't say that Hashem shows a smiling countenance because of the teshuvah. We said Hashem shows the smiling countenance because of the ratzon that you have to do teshuvah. Meaning it's not that you have to do anything yet. Just the want that you have is already good. And when you realize that God appreciates that want, appreciates the desire that you earnestly and honestly have, He appreciates it. And when you realize that and you realize you can connect to God, then you jump to run to do it. But then we said, 1 second, but this whole vart is really the whole king in the field is v'dedi li. It's already aroused from above. It's totally coming from Lamaylam, not coming from ourselves. And this is weird because the whole purpose of El, like we said, is milmat l'mayla. It's coming to ani Ledodi. So he said it's not an issue because essentially what it's doing is this revelation of the king of the field is not revealing something new. Essentially, we're one with the king, and we always want to be this way, but it just gets covered over. And therefore, when the king comes and reveals himself in the field, it's not inspiring us something new. He's just revealing that inner desire they already had, and it's coming to the forefront. That's what you're doing. Like we said, like we put in the brackets from the Maimer, from the Alter Rebbe, that really Yisrael is Yud Sar Kel. That then the beginning of the mercy is Kel, and this Kel is the deep level of godliness above nature, above the order, totally way above and beyond, where it's like light versus a teacher teaching his students, which is very condensed. And that's really the ruler within us. And what is happening is it's tapping into that level that we have within us, that we have the control of our lives. Who's we? That the Nefesh Elokis has the control over our lives. And in Mitzvah Hashem, we should think about these things, we should internalize these things, and we should be excited and happy that Elul is upon us, and then we can do all these things, we can tap into all these levels, we can try. It's not about the success, it's about the effort. And saying, I want to do this and I'm going to try. And every little bit that you try, you should be happy and you should realize Hashem is smiling, showing his smiling countenance to you. And we should have an amazing day. Thank you for joining.